This is Kat from Cat and Dragon. I apologize if the video quality or the audio quality in this is low. I don't have a script for any of this. This is just something I wanted to share. I want to start off the video saying everything is fine. This isn't anything bad. This is just sort of an explanation for why we've been gone so long. As you can see, we haven't posted in, well, a while. And the main reason for that was because most of the videos were made by me, Kat. All the gacha things that you see, all of that stuff. Now I'm not saying I'm the only one, obviously. Dragon does a lot on this channel too, but a lot of the video parts were mostly managed by me, since that was my whole thing. I had a YouTube channel before this, and Cat and Dragon was mostly managed by me, as I said before. I keep saying that word too much. Yeah, so it was really hard to make videos because what happens when you make videos for so long is that you start to become a huge perfectionist with them. And if these videos weren't perfect, I felt like it was just hard to release them, and I had to work on them so much. And this honestly stopped me from making videos I wanted to because I was just didn't think I had the capacity. We also got a fair share of hate comments, especially on our self-ship videos, which is understandable because, the internet doesn't like people who do that, but that definitely was a setback, and it affected us mentally because we are real people who have real emotions, and there's people behind this channel who are working really hard, and when an influx of hate comments just come in directed towards someone you love, which is my friend Dragon, it was awful. And Dragon is very proud of these videos as well, so that was definitely, it was just a lot of things. And you might remember there was a lot of things that I promised to make, like a part 2 to a kaiju react video, um, even sneak peeks I sent for animations and videos which never came out. And you're probably wondering what happened to them. Well, I never really got started. I planned to get started, I really did, but as I explained with the Kaiju Reacts thing, I just did not have the energy. I was honestly kind of going through a rough patch because I had a lot going on, you know? I just want to remind you guys that there's a person behind the screen, and me and Dragon were both working really hard, but it was just hard to maintain this channel, my main channel, and everything else going on in my life. So a lot of videos just couldn't get made out. We were more active on our community tab because that was just something we could write. We could share art. It was really easy to communicate with our fans without having to make videos. So, but even then, we disappeared for one whole year. And I'm going to be honest, it almost felt like I forgot about this. We didn't really interact with the characters for a long time because our roleplays with the characters strayed less from Cat and Dragon and the universe of them to just our current hyperfixations. Which Cat and Dragon did have a lot to do with our hyperfixations as neurodivergent people. For example, My Hero Academia and Kaiju Universe appearing a lot, those were just things we were interested in. And so any videos or sort of crossovers in our videos, like, had to do with that. Um, but we kind of just strayed away from the characters for a while, and that was just sad because there was no reason for us to do that. So, recently, we actually started revamping a lot of the things. Don't worry, a lot of the things will still be the same. They are still the same characters, but some characters might be getting redesigns, different concepts, and we're actually making stuff make sense this time. We have a Google Doc where we're planning out all the characters, locations, and species in our universe. Um, we also, not we, well, I mean, I did kind of help, but I don't want to take all the credit, is that Dragon started working on a Wattpad story centering around their characters, Dragon and the other characters and stuff. It's sort of tied into the Cat and Dragon universe. At first, it was a separate thing, but we've decided to try and mix them as much as we could instead of having it be all sloppy as it at first was. Because a lot of it was just us having fun and not looking at things logically, and you don't have to look at things logically. No one was forcing us to, but I wanted it to make sense, and we both did. So we've been picking up where we left off, and we might get more videos out. Again, if I don't put videos out, please do not get mad at me. I'm a real person who is working hard, and it's hard to make videos. It is extremely hard to make videos. Even one clip of an animation, just like 6 seconds, could take an hour. It is incredibly hard to make. I'd also like to note that when you look back at our content, you realize a lot of it is geared towards kids, which, yes, it was. But as the story grew and as we grew, we thought it would be better to make it more mature. It's still not, it's definitely not anything that has to be 18 plus, nothing super explicit or sexual. It's nothing like that. It's just mature that it handles dark and serious topics such as traumatic experiences. I'm going to try and list the ones I remember off the top of my head. There is non-graphic descriptions of gore and violence, though we might make more graphic ones in the future. So that's that. Many depictions of abuse. There's emotional abuse, child abuse, physical abuse, just a bunch of manipulation, neglect, all of that. So if that's something that definitely triggers you or is just something you can't bear to watch, then that's okay. You should not force yourself to watch that. So, just, yeah, a lot of serious topics, such even war and colonization. It's just, sadly, our story is realistic, and that means it's not going to be entirely happy. So, I'm sorry if this sounds sad. This is actually a very happy thing because I am so excited to pick up where we left off. So, yeah. Welcome back to Cat and Dragon. I hope you're excited to see what happens next.